Verify compliance with open meetings law notification and adoption of agenda. Do we have any comments from the audience regarding any agenda items? Seeing none. I gotta wait a minute. Oh, he's back, okay. Before I introduce this next item, I just want to mention that Grandma Daycare now has a third baby that we're taking care of, and he's 2 months old. So if you could see what my days are like now, because we have a 4-year-old, a 2-year-old, and a 2-month-old, and, you know, Grandpa's feeding the two-month-old right now, and the 2-year-old's got to get down for naps, and someone's got to pick up the 4-year-old, and I knew this was coming. I knew after the holidays it would be a bit challenging, so it takes all hands on deck to do my new Grandma Daycare. So for that reason, I am going to step down as president. I'm looking forward to continuing to serve you all as a board member, and so at this time I turn it over to Nancy. I believe the senior board member runs this portion of the meeting, and then I will be done, and thank you all for your putting up with me.
Thank you.
Yes. First of all, Luann, thank you for your service as board president.
You're welcome.
I know it takes more time sometimes than you have, so thank you for that.
Sure.
So we're in a situation now where it's not the April time where we normally elect officers, and this has happened one other time since I've been on the board where the president stepped down, and at that time we appointed the vice president to take over as president. I guess there's two different options that we can do. We can decide to appoint the vice president, who is currently Jonathan, as president, and then we can decide if we want to elect a vice president to take that position, or we can ask for nominations from the other board members for someone to be president.
And if we do nothing, as far as procedurally, the vice president will become president?
We would have to appoint him, so.
I have no problems with just appointing Jonathan as president, none at all.
Do you want to make a motion to that effect?
I would love to. I would like to move that Jonathan Cagle take the position of president of the school board for the remainder of the term until the April board officer elections.
Is there a second to that? And Jonathan, will you accept that?
I do.
All right, then let us vote. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Aye. All right. So, thank you, Jonathan. And so then we need to decide, do we want to replace the vice president position? If we do not replace the vice president position, and the president for some reason can't serve, either for a meeting or for whatever reason, with no vice president, then it would go to the clerk to step in to take that position. However, I think it's a good idea if we do appoint a vice president, just in case, and it's also a good learning experience for another board member as well. So how do people feel about that?
Could I nominate someone for that?
You can.
Could I nominate Quinn to be the vice president?
I would second that.
Yeah.
Do you
Okay.
accept that nomination?
Yes.
Are there any other nominations? All right, then all in favor of Quinn as vice president, please respond appropriately.
Aye.
Aye.
Excuse me, you didn't say that for anybody, for Jonathan.
Appropriately. Well, it is a 50-50 chance, so either way.
Holy man.
And anyone opposed?
I'm sorry, John Jones, did you
Dennis.
vote? I didn't hear.
You're lucky you're leaving.
He's an aye, okay.
Okay, all right, well, it's unanimous for both Jonathan and for Quinn.
You get to take over.
Well, that doesn't help where you sit, Nancy, I'm sorry.
What?
It doesn't, correct? Are we done?
Yes.
All right, thank you all. You get to run this now. I'm done. What? President.
That's what it means.
That means you get to run this now.
Okay. So, item number 4, the approval of the contract with Neola Policy Services. Who's going to take that?
Oh, I can sort of talk about it. It's on here again. We talked about this before break. It's on here as an action item rather than waiting to the 23rd. If you remember, Neola allowed us to extend their deadline of special pricing, which was at the end of 2016. They said they would extend it through January 15th if we could pass it before that, so that's why it's here as a special action item rather than waiting till the 23rd in order to take advantage of that. We did have some discussions back in December when we met. It's been out there, no changes to what you see. I know that Quinn had a couple questions, and we did vet through that in terms of that, the pricing in terms of all of that, but otherwise, there's nothing that's changed since it was on the meeting in December.
Okay, so we.
I'd entertain a motion to approve Neola.
That's what I was just gonna say.
Oh,
Are we
sorry.
running it? Okay.
No, no, I
So-
was just moving it along for you. It's been moved and seconded.
We need to move her down by Nancy.
You over there.
Do we have a second? Okay. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Okay. So number 5, motion to adjourn a closed session pursuant to Wisconsin statute 19.85, 1C. Do you have a motion?
Motion.
Second.
Roll call?
Aye.
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 All right.
Any names being called?
It's the same name.
I apologize. Stephanie?
Aye.
Kevin?
Aye.
Jonathan, it's an aye.
Luann
Luann.
is an aye. You have to say
Quinn.
their names.
All right.
Nancy?
Aye.
John?
Aye.
Okay.
Motion
Thank
adjourned.
you. Motion carries.